And welcome back to my channel. Today's video I do this super beautiful set with Polygel and using tips. So if you guys want to see how I did this, just keep on watching. But first, if you could just like and subscribe, hit the bell so you get the notifications. If you guys want to see how I did this, keep on watching. Okay, so I'm gonna get started. The first thing that I'm gonna do is just put cuticle remover on all of my toenails, and then I will let this sit on here for like 5 to 7 minutes, and then I will push back my cuticles. Okay, so I've had this cuticle remover on there for about 10 minutes. So now I'm just going to go in and push back my cuticles. If you leave it on there for like the 10 minutes, it makes it so easy to push back your cuticles. So just wait, keep it on there. Kind of put a lot on there too. Like just enough to like cover the whole area. And yeah, it makes it so easy. So just go ahead and push back all of your cuticles. Okay, so I've got my cuticles pushed back. Now I'm just going to go in with this buffer and just smooth them out and remove all the shine. So I removed all the dust, sprayed them with alcohol. I'm going to be putting tips on these, so I've got my tips out. I'm going to go ahead and just find the size tip for all my toenails. I'm going to start with this one. Hopefully this will fit. I'm worried. Okay. Yay. So I'm going to just size all the tips up and put them out. My tips out, I ended up having to grab some more, so I got some more. So my big toe, you can see right here, like there's no nail right here, so I'm gonna have to make sure I put the tip a little lower, but like it just needs to be like just a little tiny bit bigger. So I'm just gonna put like a little tiny cut in this, like a little triangle shape. And this will just help the tip just stretch out a little bit more. So obviously if you have a bigger toenail, then you'll want to put like a bigger cut in it, and that'll give it like more, kind of more, just more, a little bit more space on the sides. So if you need to make your tips just a little bit bigger, that is one way to do it. It just helps it stretch out more. So go ahead and glue all of your tips on now. So this one over here, it pretty much fits perfectly, so I don't have to cut the tip at all. So I'll just put the glue right on the tip. Make sure you have enough on there. And then glue it down. Try to make sure there's no air bubbles under the tip. That will cause it to lift fast. And just hold it down for, 5 seconds or so. Okay, so after you get all of them glued on, I'm just going to go in with the scissors and just trim them to the length that I want. I'm kind of holding down the tip when I trim them, just to make sure it doesn't lift off or anything. So go ahead and just cut all of the tips down, or keep them really long if you want. Trim all those down. Okay, so I've got all my tips cut down. I'm just going to go back with the glue and just add like a couple drops where I can see that there's some air bubbles. So this glue will hopefully just kind of go underneath the tip. After I do this, I'm going to let it dry. And then I'm going to just file and blend in the tips and just remove any of that glue that I have on there. So you can do this or not. Hopefully you don't have any of these little air bubbles like I have in mine right now. So let that dry, and then I'm just gonna start shaping my toenails. Once that glue is dry, I'm just gonna go in and I will file the side walls, the top, and then I will just blend in that tip. So just go ahead and do that now. Okay, so I'm just gonna go in and just take these babies just a little bit shorter, just for time, because it's already taking me forever. So I'm just gonna go a little bit shorter just to make it easier. Even though I love long toenails, you guys, like, but I just can't. Oh man, I think I just made one too short. That's okay. So just trim these. If you're gonna make them shorter, be careful you don't make them too short. Like I just made this one. So yeah, always start with less. So now I'm just gonna go in and file these and shape them up. Got them shaped up. I'm just going to go back with my alcohol, spray them. I'm going to take my brush, remove all that dust, and then I will dehydrate and prime. And then we are ready to get started. I'm ready to get started. I've got my gel here, and then I have my rubbing alcohol right here. So I'm just going to grab some of it, and then I will just move it around. Oh crap. So once you have them primed and dehydrated, I'm just going to go in with a thin coat of gel base coat, put that on there, and then cure it, and we'll be ready for the Polygel. Okay, so I've got my rubbing alcohol right here, and then I have my brush. So I'm just going to take some of my Polygel and squeeze some of it out, and then you'll just put it right on the toenail. And then go in with the alcohol that will just help you move it around. So the Polygel doesn't dry until you put it under the light. So you have plenty of time to create a nice toenail. You don't have to worry about it drying up too fast. So So just move that around. I think I've said before that I don't really like putting tips on my toenails, but yeah, I'm doing it. I think I like this. It seems like it's really easy. So move that around. Make sure you're looking at all the angles. Make sure you just get it nice and smooth. And have it a little thinner back here at the cuticle area. If you need to, you can kind of do like thinner coats or put it on like in sections, like put on some and then cure it. If you do that though, you'll just want to make sure you just put on some of that gel base coat, just because it helps it stick on there a little bit better. I'm just going to add a tiny bit more on there. Hopefully that's not too much. I just need this back here. So just move that around until you are happy with it. And then you can either wait or just kind of cure it for just a second, just to lock it in place. Okay, so these are finished. They just came out from under the light. I'm just going to go in and I will file the edges. They're not like super thick or bumpy, so I don't really need to do any filing on top of them, so I'm just going to buff them. So do the edges, and then I will use this to smooth out the top. Okay, so I've got them all buffed and shaped how I want them. I'm just gonna go in with my top coat. This is like a regular nail polish top coat. It is really pretty. It has glitter in it. So I'm using this. So just go ahead and put that on all of your toes, and then we will finish with cuticle oil. So once the polish is dry or cured, you will just finish with the cuticle oil. So that'll just make them look nice and shiny. It's going to moisturize after all that acetone and rubbing alcohol that really dries out your skin. So just go ahead and put that on, and we are done. I really like these, how they came out. Yeah, these are so pretty. This is a really good technique, I think, putting the tip on and then the polygel. Makes it super easy. Yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Like and subscribe. Tell me what you think of these. Follow my Instagram. I will see you guys later.